Hi, this is Dorothy Smith. Today I'm doing a sketch challenge. It's number 361 from the Atlantic Card Sketch Challenge. And it's a card. I guess I could make a scrapbook page out of it, but it looks more like a card. So I'm taking a linen, the light side of the linen background, and adding some of the papers from Seize the Day. So I've been doing all the projects for that, and so I decided that I would just use some of the scraps from that kit. And so we also got an absolutely adorable, now this is a scalloped edge that I made with a border die cut that we sold. It's not out there anymore for sale, but if you have it in your stock, you could certainly use it. I've used this particular die cut a lot, or thin cut. And so I used a zip strip from the Seize the Day, and I just thought that was super cute to put on there. So I just like the little bits of color from the paper. This is the opposite side of the blue weathered wood look. And I just liked all the little bright candy apple red pops that come with that particular paper. And it goes perfectly with our upcoming April stamp of the month, which is beyond adorable. I mean, beyond adorable. So I'm just making a little top of the water with this particular little tiny skinny stamp. And I used a whole bunch of these stamps. This is such a cute, and they're using puns, which I love puns. So this little strip that I'm doing in toffee is sand for the sandy bottom along the ocean floor. So I'm just kind of making a little sandy bottom there. And there are three edges of sand. I just used the one just for simplicity's sake. So there's all these cute little fishes, and it's called Make a Splash, and you are officially awesome, I think. I mean, just all these, and it says best fishes and birthday fishes. So, I mean, it's just so cute. So I'm using some of the little seaweed. Looks like seaweed to me. And they have some cute little shells, just absolutely little. I love this little shell. Just look at how cute that is. So I'm making one that's just a little bit paler than the other one. And there's also a tiny little scallop shell that is beyond adorable. And that's going to be in the toffee color. This is where I get in trouble. You know, when you have so much cute stuff, you want to use all of it. And it really is where I get in trouble. This is my too much is not enough. I just kind of go nuts. So I'm trying to figure out which color to make, and then realized I've got a pebble over to the side there. And so this little piece of coral is going to be done in pebble. So it's kind of a lightish gray. And anyway, I'm just kind of creating my little sea bottom. But really the star of the show are the fish. And this is going to be my sentiment. And so I do it now, and I wish I had done it the opposite way, but then I redo it. And so I'm stamping it first in toffee and cutting it out. And then I was going to distress it in espresso, but it really needed to be the other way, where it got stamped in espresso, the darker color, and then distressed in toffee, the lighter color. So I'm going to flip that over, even though it's not symmetrical. I'm going to flip it over and make it work. You know, Could have cut it all out again, but I just thought that the distressing was a little bit too strong for the toffee background. So here I'm going to do it the opposite way, where I'm going to do the espresso to make the outline bold, cut a little bit away here and there. And it's rustic. It's a rustic sign, so we're going with that. So I'm distressing it in the lighter color, and I like it. I like it better. And I'm going to add a little distressing going across the center. So that's going to be my little sentiment sign. And I think I'm using, well, what is it? Birthday fish? Birthday wishes? Fishes? There we go. Birthday fishes. See, that's cute. Oh my gosh, give me a pun any day. And so I'm going to put that and I'll pop it up. But in the meantime, I need to put my fish on there. And I'm going to make a little Nemo fish. So I'm going to do it in intense black. And then I can color it with my orange marker. So this was really kind of it was a fun card to do. And I kind of went crazy. I have to tell you, I went crazy. You'll see. But it was fun crazy. So, and these fish are adorable. There's one that kind of looks like a little kind of a goldfish and one that looks like a little angelfish. And so I'm not going to color the little goldfish. I'm just doing him in smoothie. And then the angelfish, I will color in, it's a real bright yellow. That's part of our tri-blend markers. So yeah, you can see it's the orange one is here, so I'm going to do like a little Nemo clownfish. He's so cute. So I probably should have looked up how to do it, but it doesn't matter if it's a little bit different than how they're naturally colored. And then I'm going to add yellow because I did have some angelfish that were black and yellow. Anyway, there's my little fish. Now I'm going to pop up my little sentiment sign. Put him down at the bottom in kind of an empty place. There we go. So that's basically it. Then I start doing some distressing. And I decided to do it in sapphire. Probably would have been okay in pebble actually, but sapphire was what I was going for, just for the color of blue. So because there are just, like I said, there are just so many adorable things on this stamp set that I start going on the inside and doing stuff. And then I decide, well, I want to have a little castle. And so the castle's going to go on there. And then I want, well, you know, if you want a birthday wish, it should be a treasure chest, right? So I'm going to make a treasure chest. We should all have a treasure chest for our birthday. So there's a treasure chest. And oh, I can't stop myself. So then I have to put some seaweed because all of a sudden it went from an inside sentiment to a whole sea bottom on the inside too. Anyway, it was fun, and this is some coral. So it's kind of like, what color do you make coral? I guess it could be all different colors, right? So I'm making some smoothie colored coral. And then, well, you know, if you have things, seaweed and coral, you kind of need to have some sand, a base for them to sit on, right? So here comes the toffee sand. And I did put two of the sand bottoms together. I'm trying to figure out which way it goes best. But I really like this little sand bottom. I'm going to be using this really cute stamp set for a number of cards. I'll be sick of it by the end of it. But it's just too adorable. So there's my little sand bottom. Gonna put a little bit more sand under the castle. Is that fun or what? Okay, so because that's not enough, then you have to put your Hallmark signage on the back. So I decided to put whatever it says, something about being awesome. And then I noticed that there's this really cute little lobster. And so, but I made him smoothie, which kind of means that he's sort of a cooked lobster, which sort of made me feel bad. But we won't tell anybody, okay? Anyway, he's so cute. He's just so cute. And I'm trying to find my shell stamp again. I can't find it, so they're all sticking to each other because it's a fresh new stamp, and so they're super sticky. So I'm going to use, what am I going to use for the other side? Because, you know, you can't just have one side, you got to have two sides. Then I get wound up in I'm looking for that stamp is what I'm doing. Have I given up yet? No. Well, I do like the scallop stamp, so I'll use the scallop. There we go. And then I decide to distress the back side, which I'm getting, my fingers are inky, so now I'm starting to get smudges on things. So then you have to hide the smudges with other stuff. And it's like, okay, what do I hide the smudge with? Oh dear, what do I do? What do I do? Well, I decide that I'm looking around and there's some stickers left on the Seize the Day sticker sheet. See, there it is. And I have to have, pardon me, just the right shape. So I kind of like, there's a great big starfish that hasn't been used yet. And I thought, well, I can slap that puppy right in the middle of the top there, because he's real bright and cute looking. And so there's the starfish. So he goes well with the smoothie colored coral. And I don't know, the heart isn't big enough to hide the smudge. So I kind of decide, well, let me use this fish. And it hides the smudge for the most part. Yeah, that's good enough. So there's a fish, there's another little fish. What's next? I'm fighting over whether I should put some seagulls there. Well, you have to have seagulls. You're down by the sea. And when you're by the sea, all you hear is seagulls, and so you have to have a seagull in the midst of all that. So there we go. And I think I'm done, and then, do you see what I'm saying? I really go to that too much is not enough end. So you are officially awesome. That's what that says. So I found some bitty sparkles. And so I'm going to use the bitty sparkles as little bubbles coming up from the fish. And so that's kind of fun. They did have a bubble stamp. I could have stamped it. But I had these bitty sparkles, so I thought I would use those. So, because you can't have something that you make without putting some sparkles on it, right? Okay, and then I forget, oh, I didn't do my envelope, and I always do an envelope. So I found my favorite stamp, so that little guy. And the other cute little stamp, the scallop, is going to go here. And then the third is going to be, I think, a little fish. He's sticking to me. Everything is sticking to me. So then we're going to have our little kind of gold type fish. And the little phrase is going to be in toffee. Birthday fishes. Okay, I'm finished. Thank you. Subscribe. Bye.